Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the Grey. Today's video, we're going to talk Conquest Last Argument of Kings. They had one of their mini happy hours. You can actually find the links to come join and chat about these happy hours, where they sort of talk about the game, talk about things they're updating, talk about miniatures they've got releasing in the upcoming time period. They do these, you can find a link to these and normally all information from these either in the Discord server, on Twitter they post them, on Facebook and stuff like that. So some great places to sort of talk about it all. However, we're going to talk about the upcoming releases they've sort of told us about in February. There's a few cool things coming out this month. I'm really excited for how Conquest is going. We should have our bat reps up very, very soon. I'm finally not sick anymore and able to start punching through this backlog of painting. It's been great. So let's get chatting about all of the things coming to Conquest in the coming months. And so the first one we got shown on the happy hour today was the new wizard option for the Hellbringer Drake. This is just a really cool miniature. This is obviously the 3D rendering of the miniature. Really, really nice sculpt. He looks amazing and just really gives a really great look on top of the miniature. Here you can see an actual picture of the Hellbringer Drake with the wizard on top. This just looks absolutely amazing. I love the posing of this miniature, how he sort of sits out. They said they worked really hard on making sure it's a really easy build, getting those chains to connect to the seat and have the model very, very stable. They said they worked long and hard, making sure this miniature can go together nice and easily. Really cool miniature though. This, for me, is what's selling me on Dwaycom. I will say they're probably the army that has the least appeal out of any of the ones in Conquest to me at the current point in time, but I really am enjoying this particular miniature. And lastly, you can see here we have the alternate head option as well, which is great because you can see here we've got the normal sort of character on top. So it means for each, you've actually got 4 different Hellbringer Drake options because you can have each character on there with each different head. So that's 4 different looking models, which is cool. Meaning for, more narrative campaigns and stuff like that, you can really start to put together all your pieces and have them all look individually unique, which is nice. But this is just such a cool miniature. Dwaycom definitely just needed this large, big piece. And apparently we've got more Dwaycom stuff coming in the future. We then have the amazing founder-exclusive Wadrune miniature, the Raptor Rider, which can be used as a bunch of different mounted character options. Can be used as a Predator or a Queen on the Raptor. One interesting thing they definitely talked about in this particular section was other dinosaur models coming to the Wadrune range. They really talked a lot about other things, that they had some other plans, that they were working on the designs of other mounts and stuff like that for the army. So I'm really excited to see where we go with Wadrune with more dinosaurs. For me, this is a massive part of the army, and I really hope we can get a full Wadrune dinosaur army. And they did talk about how they had the hunting packs coming very soon, which was a nice little bit of other information for the Wadrune. Speaking next though, they started talking about the new starter set. Now, the cool thing about this starter set is currently the same miniatures, however, they've put in the new upgrade sprues, so the command upgrades, which is fantastic. This, for me, when I purchased my starter set, was my biggest gripe with it, that it didn't contain them. It made me feel some of the feel bands I had with Warhammer Age of Sigmar when they gave you odd numbers in starting boxes. But now, giving you the full command and all that, it's really great. Nice to see there's multiple rulebooks in there, there's cards for everything. It's a really solid starter set available now. Definitely awesome to see those upgrade sprues. And of course, it still is the same set, so it's still the Spires vs 100 Kingdoms. It will just contain those miniatures that we're used to seeing in there still, which is cool. You've got this cool Biomancer model in there, and it will still be, that same sort of starter set. However, they did talk about how they look forward to potentially eventually being able to remove this because these models don't show off the best of the range, and eventually being able to rotate out these models and do better plastic miniatures for their starter set, which is always good. Like a company being able to tell you we can do better, and they want to produce more, and they want to do a better thing, is great in my mind. I will say though, if you're looking to get into Conquest, this is a fantastic way to get in with you and a friend. There are so many good pieces inside this. It's a really decent amount of miniatures in it. You've got, 36 plus 4, so 40 miniatures for your 100 Kingdoms, and the Spires have a little bit less, but they've got a giant monster in there and the Abomination. So some really great pieces. It's a fantastic starter set. And the other great thing is they've got more one-player starter sets coming out. Now, these are great. I love starter sets like this. For me, this is the best thing about them. They really sort of start to talk to you about like giving you a full set of miniatures. It's a full warband in here, which is awesome. You know, your units and your character all purpose built and purpose made together to work cohesively as a warband, which will give you, you know, the ability to play straight out the box, which is really, really cool. There's all of these for all the factions now. All 5 major factions have one of these, which is nice. So if you're not got a friend that you're getting into it with and you're just joining maybe a club, you definitely can grab one of these and grab the ones that are especially good for, you know, like the Dwegheim, the Nords, and the Wadrune, the ones that aren't in the actual starter box. And perhaps something I really like with the starter box, it actually got these cool things talking about how you can build up your forces and build other warbands. You can see here is obviously got, you know, the living legends, Krongir, and Huskars, Jotnars, and all that, and then your hordes of Mannheim for the blooded trolls and Uga. Just showing you how you can build extra warbands, which is really nice. For me, this is a great little thing to have in, and we will be doing a lot of videos on the channel focusing about how to get started with all the different factions in Conquest in due time. New army support packs are coming out with cards, spell cards, and all of the good stuff inside, which is great. In case you're wanting some more cards, you've accidentally ruined some of your older ones, just give you everything you need to play with all the different stuff. There's some great assets to have for your army. I like that these continuously get brought out. They aren't a guaranteed product at all times. They have to sort of produce them in batches when they do cards, so they may run out of stock from time to time. But if this is something you're looking at grabbing, a great source and great tool to have for your army. And then lastly, what we all wanted to see, the Old Dominion Strategos. This is just an amazing miniature. This will be a limited edition miniature brought out a little bit ahead of the actual Old Dominion release. I'm really looking forward to this miniature hitting my table. Old Dominion are amazing, and I can't wait to see more of what we're going to get. We have a video, and I will put a link at the video on top of the video somewhere, a link to the other video we did as well, which would be great. So you'll see something pop up at the top about our other video showing you a bunch more of the other Old Dominion models. I'm really, really excited to see these in the flesh and get myself some Old Dominion for the channel. You can expect to see them very, very soon. As soon as they hit up the shelves, we'll be getting them painted and getting them ready for the channel. But what are you excited for with all the new stuff in Conquest? Old Dominion, are you looking forward to them? What do you want to see in the future? What things are you looking out to seeing? Let us know in the comments below. Well, that's it for the video. We hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our little fine community here at Sinful Gaming, you can do so by following the link in the video's description to our Discord server. Lastly, if you'd like to help support the channel more, you can do so by following the links to either our Patreon or YouTube members down in the description of the video. It goes a massive way to helping the channel continue to produce the content that it does. We'd like to give a special shout out to all our patrons and YouTube members, so a special thank you to our Patreons: Christian Weir, James Soren, Greenskins Gaming, AJC, Kenny Lowell, Outer and Shop First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Cure Dynamic, Agu, Anthony B, Anton Nilsson, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, and Samuel. And a shout out to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Chris Ross, Ronya, Vinny, Loch Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Revenar, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Sean Scott, and Ariana Edwards. Finally, a last special shout out to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork for the channel that you see pictured here, and to Xmorphic, who does all the amazing background work on our Discord server for us. Thank you both, you do amazing work. That's it though. Please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Once again, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.